I cannot believe I didn't see this until now. This happened yesterday. Listen to this claim that Bryce Mitchell makes, and at the end, I will show you guys the reaction from Dana White. This is actually crazy.
Now, like there's no telling.
Exactly. And so here's what I say about him hailing Hitler, hailing the Nazis. I really don't think that he was, because I honestly think that Hitler was a good guy based upon my own research, not my public education indoctrination. I really do think before Hitler got on meth, he was a guy to go fishing with. He fought for his country. He wanted to purify it by kicking the greedy Jews out that were destroying his country and turning them all into gays. They were gaying out the kids. Hitler's life, I don't think he was that bad of a guy. I really don't. And now, was Hitler perfect? No. But he was fighting for his people, okay? And he wanted a pure nation with people. You know what the Jews was doing? They was charging interest.
For those who don't know, he's also been a flat earther for like a long time. Didn't take education seriously, still doesn't. So don't believe anything he says. And I think this clip should just solidify that. Thankfully, with the UFC, they can just give him someone that's going to absolutely smash him all over inside the cage legally. And yeah, this is what Dana White had to say about the claims he made.
And I'm sure you guys heard what Bryce Mitchell said. If you haven't, he said some I've heard a lot of dumb, ignorant shit in my day, but this one's probably the worst. When you talk about Hitler, he was responsible for the death of 6 million Jews, and he tried to completely eliminate a race of people. World War II was the deadliest war in history. 15 million military deaths, 45 million civilians, and 25 million soldiers were killed in World War II. Second of all, Hitler was one of the most disgusting and evil human beings to ever walk the face of the earth. And anyone that even tries to take an opposing position is a moron. That's the problem with the internet and social media. You provide a platform for a lot of dumb, ignorant people. We've obviously reached out to Bryce, and when we read what he said and let him know how we feel about it, we're beyond disgusted. So, for those of you that don't know what's going on, good, you're lucky. For those of you that do, that's what I have to say about it. Who's got the first question?
Hey, Dana.
Hey.
It's obviously not a fun topic to talk about, the Bryce stuff. I think that's a great statement that you just gave. Does Bryce Mitchell face a punishment from the UFC for saying what he said?
That's what everybody wants to hear about punishments. Free speech. I don't have to love it. You don't have to love it.
I agree with that, the free speech sentiment. Is there a concern, though, right, if he goes out and wins a fight and gets a mic?
Well, that's the beautiful thing about this business. For all of you that hate Bryce Mitchell, you get to see him hopefully get his ass whooped on global television. I mean, what do you want me to say about it? You know where I am with free speech. We're disgusted by it. I think he's probably one of the dumbest, literally one of the dumbest human beings. Let's not forget that this is a guy who took a drill through his nutsack, then had to reverse it and put the drill back out of his. That's the level of stupid that we're talking about here. And I could probably go on for 10 minutes talking about how dumb Bryce Mitchell is. But guess what? Bryce Mitchell has a podcast.
I believe this was episode 1.
What a way to start. But that's the world that we live in now. Dumb people who are really stupid and really ignorant can have a voice. We don't have to agree with it. We don't have to like it. I'm giving you mine and the UFC's position on what he had to say. And this is no different than things that I've said about Strickland, But I will say this. Out of all the dumb, ignorant shit I've heard in my life, this has to be the dumbest and most ignorant.
Last thing from me on this. When you spoke to Bryce about it and said, this is disgusting, did he have any sort of I was just talking, or did he walk it back at all?
His thing was, I'm sorry if I put you guys in any position, and,
but not sorry for saying.
He's stupid. He's dumb. You can't fix dumb people. You know what I mean? When you have somebody that's really, really stupid, and that's what we're talking about here, what do? How do you talk sense to a dummy? You don't.
Yeah, there you go, guys. That is the situation. That's clarification on what he said, if anybody needed it. Because I know that Dana didn't go into detail at the press conference, just said there was some stuff he said. But yeah, if anybody was unsure, that's what he said. Obviously stupid. Obviously nobody agrees. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of the entire situation. And back to regular videos from today. This is the only video on this. Take care, guys.